So Nora wants to draw a daffodil. Now her rose fills up a lot of her space. If she draws a teeny little daffodil in the corner here, it might look a little silly. So her choices are this. She could draw it big and just stop when it touches the rose to make it look like it's behind it. Or she can draw it on the other side. Which would you like to do? All right. Remember, how to draw step-by-steps are challenging. It's hard to go from this little step to that in just 4 steps. It's not possible. So we're gonna just simplify, take a deep breath, and not worry about making it exactly like that, right? We're just gonna slow down and see the shapes that we see. What shape does that look like?
Oval.
It looks like an oval with squiggly lines, you said. Can you draw that? That would be the center of your daffodil. So Nora drew it all the way up here at first, and it was a little too high up. She wouldn't have enough space, so she moved it down to the middle. And she started just by drawing an oval. She didn't draw the squiggly lines yet. You don't even have to draw the squiggly lines if you don't want to, but if you want to give it more of a texture, can I see your pencil? What I would do is go right on the line you had and just draw the little wavy lines around it like this. Okay, so that's the center of our daffodil. The next step is to draw this shape, which looks like the curve of a bell. Notice it starts at the top of the oval, it curves down, comes back out, and meets at the bottom of the oval. Nora made her curve going up instead of going down like in the picture. So her daffodil's facing a different way, but she can still draw the daffodil. Let's move on to the petals here. See how they start here at the top of this curve? See the shape of the petal? What does that look like to you?
A pointy oval.
A pointy oval, right? Or a leaf, or a football, or a lemon, or an almond. They're all that kind of shape, right? What we're gonna do is draw those around the bottom part, okay? We're gonna start with 3. So I'm going to start mine right here, and I'm gonna draw that pointy oval. Yours might not make it all the way. You're gonna have to go right off the page. Whoop, right off the page, nice job. Now, the next petal, I'm gonna do below it, and I'm gonna make it point down. Well, do you see how yours came to a point and this one does not? Draw your first curve, just like you had it. Now for your second curve, you're not gonna start there, you're gonna skip over, give it some space, about a finger width. Start your second curve and meet it. See, we're imagining that the petal grows right out of this center of the daffodil, so you won't see the end of it here, right? You only see the end there. So let's do another one at the top. Curve line to go to a point, and then I'm going to skip over about a finger width and connect it. Draw your first line, a curve, okay? And then you leave a little space and you draw your second line. Good job. Now we're gonna do our overlapping, so we're almost done, but do you see some of these other petals peeking out the backside? So to do that, all I'm gonna do is just add the top part of the petal. So they're little points, and I stop when I bump up against anything I already have drawn. So just do the top and stop it when it bumps up against there. Remember, they're pointed petals. Nice. All right, so one detail I would add, other than a stem, is some lines inside the petals. And I'm gonna draw a curved line right down the center. And this will add a little bit of detail to make it look like petals, make it look different from the center. Remember, petals curve around a little bit, so don't draw the line perfectly straight on each petal. Now when she colors this one in, daffodils are different colors. Sometimes they're yellow and white, sometimes they're light yellow and dark yellow, but you want these 2 shapes to be different colors from each other. Let's draw our stem. Daffodils have 2 straight lines for the stem, a nice straight long stem, and their leaves are long pointed ovals. And then your second line would be a little space and draw it right next to it. And then your leaves, and then you're done with that flower. Perfect. That really looks like a daffodil. Nice work. You have a whole garden going. I think your artwork would look even more interesting if you added another flower here to make it look like a garden. Do you want to draw a tulip?